Hello besties, my name is Suli and welcome to the girls room. Today we're gonna be doing a little Valentine's makeup get ready with me while having a little bit of girl talk. I asked you guys to give me some topics over on Instagram, so I'm talking a little bit about those while doing my makeup. I've not done makeup like this since like 2016 because I'm very much clean girl makeup now, but just be prepared. Let's go ahead and get started. This feels so nostalgic because I used to do YouTube videos in my room. It was like 2016 and I would do these videos and I just never posted them because I hated them. But I used to be so into makeup and I had like all these palettes and stuff, and now I literally had to get rid of all of them because they were all just freaking expired and I didn't keep any of them. Ordered these new ones. This one's from ColourPop. This one came freaking broken and it was so pretty. Did not feel like returning it. This one is from Juvia's Palace or Juvia's Place, I'm not even sure. But so I asked you guys a couple questions. Also, we're not gonna talk about this stupid nail that broke 2 days after I got my nails done. So I asked you guys what you wanted to talk about on Instagram. I did like a little poll thing and you guys came through with the questions. Okay, I have them all written down and they're not really questions, they're just kind of like girl topics. So we're just gonna hit a few of them while we do our makeup. Of course, we gotta have our Oxy Greens. Not done eye makeup in so long that I forgot. I think you're supposed to do the eye makeup first. I'm gonna do this one. Looks simple enough. The first topic we had was childhood. I want to say that my childhood was like good and bad. And I say good because I've always been super close to my sister and my mom, and we've always been like besties. But I say bad because I grew up with an alcoholic father and he was with us until I was 15, I believe. So it's really weird to grow up with an absent father, like, because he's there, but he's not really there. You know what I mean? I feel like my mom did a pretty good job at like hiding it from us basically. So we would just be like chilling and going out every weekend. We would go shopping like every weekend. And that's where I got my shopping addiction from. Because we'd go out like every weekend and during the week we'd be at church, so we were like rarely home. When I grew up I realized like she was just trying to get us out of the house. Spent a lot of time at church. So my mom is Pentecostal and that religion is kind of extreme in my personal opinion. We would go to church on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and as a kid that was torture. Like, I think that's why now I really don't care to be like religious or be in any kind of church or anything. Nothing against the people who do, but for me, like, I just don't want to spend my time in church, if you know what I mean. Like, especially because church people are just not always the nicest people. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. I get why things were the way that they were. Like, I get why my mom wanted to be at church so often to get away from her home life. My dad, like, we don't talk anymore, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like I learned a lot of bad behaviors from him. Watching everything as I grew up, I told myself like, oh my god, like I would never let a man treat me that way. I would never let a man step over me like that. I didn't want anybody to treat me like how my dad treated my mom, so I became my dad. And that really, really sucks. And it's something that I've been working on for years. Like, obviously I'm not an alcoholic, but I learned, like, I just have very bad traits. I get mad easily. I get really irritated really fast. I have very little patience. I'm very quick to raise my voice. It's something I've been working on. I'm still working on it. I have to actively work on it every single day. Having my mom and my sister there like really made it into like a good childhood. I have all those good memories with them and stuff, and me and my mom and my sister are still like super close. I mean, like, I don't know. And so it was like when I was a teenager, I got with my husband, like when we started dating, I was like 15, almost 16. And before that, like, I was pretty crazy. Which brings me to the next topic, which was early motherhood, like how that was. Not coming out cute. Like, really, this shit is almost touching my eyebrows. Okay, early motherhood. I had Jace the day after my 18th birthday. And although it's not like 16 and pregnant, I was 17 and pregnant. And that was really rough. I feel like whenever you're that age, you don't even know who the heck you are, barely growing into your own person. And I didn't even give myself a chance to become my own person. I immediately went from like, because you know when you're younger, like everybody's telling you what to do, like teachers and parents, everybody tells you what to do. And then as you grow older, you kind of like decide your own beliefs, your own values, and just who you are. And I didn't get a chance to do that. So I jumped straight from being that teenager to jumping straight into being a mom and a wife. And that was a lot. It was a lot on me. It took me a really long time to kind of figure out who I was just because of that. And I don't think it's gonna come out like the girl, like the picture. Yeah, it's not. Like a little cut crease moment. Also being that young, obviously, like we were really broke. We were really broke, we were young and dumb, and so we got married. We got married también, like super young. First couple years of marriage is really hard. Adding a baby on top of that is extremely hard, and adding the fact that you're both 18-year-olds. I don't know how we survived, honestly. I don't know how we survived this long. It was crazy. Like we were happy, but like there was just so many unnecessary fights, you know, because we were both so childish and we were just learning how to live with each other. Like learning to live with somebody while you're living with a kid while you're 18 years old. Like it was very hard. I feel like we struggled financially more than anything. That's so wrong. Like struggling financially is the cause for a lot of marriages to fail. Oh my god, it looks so bad when I go like this. It looks better when I go like that. Questioning my entire life. Okay. I'm having fun with our makeup today because this is not a look. This is not a look right now. How does hers not look square? The next questions was, do I want more kids? And how does Jace feel being an only child? I'm looking fucking crazy, you guys. This is like, why y'all let me do this? Why? Good thing I'm not going anywhere today. So the short answer to that is no, hell no. I do not want any more kids. Just way past the point of no return when it comes to having more kids, because mine's 10. Like can you imagine that? He's freaking 10. Like he just be doing his own thing. Like, you know, I still try my best to, you know, get him to spend time with me even though he doesn't want to anymore. Growing up and he's just becoming more independent and everything, and it's just, it would be really, really hard for me to adjust my lifestyle into having to take care of another baby, you know? And so he used to not really care. He used to be like, oh, I don't really care. Like, you know, I like being by myself, because we have, you know, my sister's kids, his little cousins. We see them as much as I can. I take him over there to their house and stuff. He like has fun with them and stuff, but sometimes he has gotten into this little phase where he's like, why don't I have a sibling? Like everybody has a sibling. Like one time he literally was crying about it, and I was like, buddy, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna have more kids. Like, I'm like, you gotta think about it this way. I'm like, if I have a baby, like it's gonna be a little baby. You can't play with it. And he was like, no, I don't want you to like have like a baby. I want you to like just go adopt one or something, like one that's like 9 or 10. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, dude, sometimes he gets upset. It's like, I'm not gonna have another kid just to please my other one, you know? Like, I just think that would be unfair to my second one. Like, if I have another child, not really wanting it. I think I finally just was able to find myself, find my groove. And I know you can do both. Like, I know moms that do both. But I know at first, with the whole newborn stage and everything, I know it does take a toll on you. And I'm not ready for that. I don't want to deal with that. Like, just don't want to. Put my period. No quiero. Next topic was, do you have any surgeries or lip fillers, and do you want some? Dun dun dun. So no, I do not have any surgeries, although I'm not against people who do. I just don't have any. I don't have any lip fillers, cheek fillers, Botox, all that stuff. I don't have any of that. Would I get some? I do kind of want some lip fillers, I'm not gonna lie. I would get, like, I don't know what it's called, but my nose has like a little bump, and just to fill that. Like, I don't really care about the whole size or anything. Like, it's fine. It's just that little bump, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me enough for me to actually like schedule a damn appointment, you know? And then also I think I would get my boobs done. Oh, I do have a surgery. I did get a surgery. Forgot about. I broke my arm. I broke my arm when I was like, dude, I want to say I was like 5. I want to say I was like 5 years old. Or 6 or 7. I don't know. I was very little. Broke my arm because I was riding my bike on the porch, on the front porch. And I was barely learning how to ride the bike. And I enfrené and I flipped over like the stairs. And I like flipped over and I landed like in the gravel. I was like screaming and yelling and whatever. And my parents had told me to not go to the front porch, to just ride my bike in the back. So obviously I wasn't supposed to be there. And so my dad comes and he's like really upset and he's like, I told you not to come over here. And he like picks me up and he yanks me up and he pops my arm out of place so my bone kind of like comes out. I don't know if it came out because I just kind of know the stories. I don't remember anything. I don't know if it came out or if it just kind of like dislocated or whatever. But my mom said they took me to the hospital and I passed out on the way and I had surgery and my bone just never healed in the right place. It never went back down. So now I have like, you can see it like when I walk or like when I'm just standing there, like you can see like instead of my arm being like this, it's like this. And it is my #1 biggest insecurity. I freaking hate it. But my mom said that they told her like in order to fix it, they would have to like re-break my arm and then fix it again. And she didn't want to deal with that. And I was like, oh, like I get it. Like as a kid, I was like, why would you not fix my arm? And they had also told her like, there could be a chance if they re-break it, like it would be unusable. Like I wouldn't be able to use my arm. And it's my right arm. As a mom, I get it now. Like I don't think I would re-break my son's arm either, even just for the aesthetics, you know, but I do hate it. And that is the only surgery that I've ever had. Okay, so the next question was lip blushing and like, how did I like it? How was the experience? So for lip blushing, I didn't end up doing the whole thing. I freaking quit. So when I went, they told me que porque tengo the lips really dark, that I was gonna need like 3 to 5 sessions. And that shit's not cheap. First of all, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. I mean, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's not the cheapest thing in the world. So I was like, okay, you know, like 'cause my lips used to be my biggest insecurity. They're really dark, but they used to be like, I would wake up thinking about my dark lips. Like I could not do anything. Like I hated my lips so bad. And now I'm just like, I really don't care. I would have never been able to be on camera talking to you guys. And that's part of the reason why I never posted my old YouTube videos, my old makeup YouTube videos, because of my dark lips, because I hated seeing them on camera. Anyways, so yeah, I did creo 2 or 3 sessions. I think I did 3 sessions and I saw no results really. And I know it's because they told me that it was gonna take a while because they're trying to like, they have to neutralize the dark color and then add the pink color to it. But I just felt like it was just a waste of time because every time I went, like, first of all, it took like 4 hours. I was sitting there for 4 hours in pain. Like the pain was tolerable, but similarly a little bit more up here. Like it hurt a little bit right here and right here, like the middle areas. And with not seeing the results, I literally felt like I was just wasting my money. Like I just stopped going and I don't know if it's because I found, which I should put some on actually. I don't know if it's because I found lip products that I actually like or what, but I really don't care. I just realized like, girl, you are a brown girl. It's just something that you were born with and that's it. It's not that big of a deal. If it didn't work out for me, doesn't mean that it can't work out for you. Okay, but anyways, the next topic was somebody asked, do I have any travel plans this year? I do have a couple trips planned this year. One of them is we are planning to go to Puerto Vallarta in the next month or so and I'm super excited. I haven't done anything. I have not bought the tickets, booked it, nothing. I have just been looking at research. We're gonna be going soon. This is gonna be my son. So last year was my first time in Mexico because I was born here. Like even though my mom is Mexican, she was just never able to take me and I don't really have family like that over there, so I had never been. And it was so freaking beautiful. We went to Tulum like as a little anniversary trip. So this year we're taking my son and I'm just so excited. Like I am a traveler, not a vacationer. So when I go, I'm trying to see everything. I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to go everywhere. It's like bus, club, other club, no sleep. Like literally me, like you will be freaking tired. You will get your money's worth. Okay, this is probably going to be like one of the last topics just because I'm running out of time, and this video is probably like an hour long and I don't even know how I'm going to cut it up. But last topic would be how do I balance work mom life? So for me, it was really hard to actually acknowledge that I have a job because it's so fun, and obviously I don't have like a steady paycheck. It's not like I get the same amount every month, you know, like a regular job. So it was really hard for me at first to like balance everything and be like, hey, you know, like I can't, I have to do this, I have to work, I have to do this, because I feel like nobody would take me seriously. But honestly, I feel like I just didn't take myself seriously. It wasn't everybody else, it was me. I wasn't prioritizing what I needed to do, and I would just drop everything if somebody was like, hey, let's go here. I'm like, okay, like, I mean, I wanted to make a video, but it's just a video, like I can do that later. Finding balance, I had to learn to prioritize things and saying no, setting boundaries. And number one thing that has helped me is having a schedule. Having a set schedule. I really make my schedules on Sundays. Sunday, I make the schedule for the whole week, and then each day, either the night before or that morning of, like very early in the morning, I'll plan my day like by the hour. And I'll be like, okay, I have to gym, I have to film this, I have to turn this in, I have to edit this. And I'll just kind of like set myself up. It makes my life so much easier. It's not as easy as you would think, but I mean, it is easier than having like my old regular job, but it's not easy. Like I still have to do work. It's not like I just like, oh, it's just taking a silly little picture and posting it, because it's not just one thing. Like I gotta do like a million things every day, you know? It's something that I have struggled with myself, honestly, especially with like, since I've always been a stay-at-home mom, I've always felt like that was my number one duty, and, you know, like put myself in the back burner, and I've had to learn that that's not okay. It's okay for me to do stuff for myself. It's okay for me to have my own thing. And as for my son, I realized that it was more about like quality over quantity. So he would appreciate me more instead of like todo el día me thinking that I'm spending time with him by like talking to him and stuff, but you know, like me editing or me being on my phone and doing something, answering people back, and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, he would appreciate me more if I was actually sitting down with him and spending time with him. So now I like to set aside like a special time, even if it's just for 30 minutes to an hour, and, you know, just spend time with him and give him my full, like, undivided attention. And it's just like with anything, you know, like you have to just prioritize it, just like you prioritize, you know, your job, and you have to go to work and this, you know, prioritize things for yourself as well, prioritize your family, carve out specific time for them that actually means something, you know, whatever it is that you do that to spend time with your kids that makes them feel like a little bit special. I should do like a nude color or keep the pink vibes going. I'm gonna do a nude. I think I'm gonna be able to do my hair on here just cause I never do my hair. I never do my hair when I do get ready with me. It's just because I talk so much, and this video is probably already like super freaking long. This is a finished look. How it looks when I close my eyes is none of my business, okay? So it looks kind of cute like this. When I close my eyes, none of my business. My go-to hairstyle is always sunglasses on top of my head. So we're gonna be doing these. And that is the finished look. I think I'm gonna go take some pictures for Instagram, see if maybe the camera can capture this beauty. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for if you're here to the end. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know I talk so freaking much. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, let me know in the comments so I can make more of these little girl talk get ready with me's. And don't forget to subscribe and like and comment this video. Hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one.